Oh, sorry.
So let us now
Friend's been
return
great.
to with our quick and detailed update. Does anyone want to add anything to that capture from
That was just the last bit.
Starfire?
So,
Don't
yeah.
worry, don't worry. You're not going into the forest. Don't panic.
A bit nerdy.
I used to be able to move you along without having to drop off at everything along the way. So here we are. So you guys I think from that you're all back at the Blue Water Inn now. Is that correct? So Cage and Fisk have returned, having sort of scurried around the outskirts of the Burgomaster's scurry. Let me just bring you all in here. There you go. Should be on your screens now as to where you are. I think just as a quick look at the scene there, I think Vasily has left, hasn't he? I think already. Yeah.
He'd left. Vasily
Yep,
had left the
right.
tavern.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't go that far
right.
back.
Let me.
But yes, Vasily had invited us to the Lady Fiona Voctor's mansion for dinner at an hour after sunset the next day. And Danica had warned Starfire about Lord von Holtz's attention for Ear. Because he seems to be rather attracted to our tiefling friend. Maybe he's going to try and convert you.
To what?
A vampire, of course.
Ooh, a tiefling
Maybe.
vampire. How would that be?
Teethy.
That would be really interesting. You'd have a nice toothy grin like mine.
Yeah.
Starfire and Ear can walk around going, we're so friendly and, helpful.
I'm not going to eat you, I
the
promise.
crap out of everybody. Yeah, chomp. Not till after dark, anyway.
Okay, so I think from memory you hadn't all yet retired, but you're all now back in the tavern,
yes.
and Danica had from the Martikov family had sort of indicated that there was something to discuss, and I think there was some discussions, wasn't there, about that? Her family come and go. You see that she's got two young sons, and her husband is busily working behind the bar at the moment.
So where we left it, we were getting wine. So we were about to pick up glasses of wine, and Erwin was about to start a detailed conversation.
Right.
Because we have much to talk about with Erwin. Like all those lists of questions last time, following our readings. See if we can get a lead on the Sun
So
Sword,
Erwin
maybe.
has introduced those two boys that I just showed you, Brom and Bray. They seem to be sort of, around 10, maybe a year either side each. One certainly, looks like maybe a year or 2 years younger. They sort of run away, but they've disappeared now as the tavern sort of gets into the later part of its evening trade. And yeah, so Erwin wants to now sit with you and have a wine as well. So I see that you've made your way here. How did you come to Barovia?
I will explain to him that we had initially set off for a different destination by ship, and our ship had been shipwrecked, and we found our way here by design. We were in the town Barovia. Yes, Barovia? No, that's a country. What was the town we were in?
Village of Barovia.
God, I'm having a random day. It was the village of Barovia. So we were in Barovia, and then we were doing a solid for Irena's brother to deliver Irena to Father Lucian. And unfortunately, the bones have been stolen from the church, and so this is why Irena's still with us.
The bones have been stolen from the church, Irwin. The bones have been stolen from the church? What do you mean?
Yeah. The bones of St. Andrew's. Apparently there's been a theft, so we're going to help
This is
Father
bad
Lucian
news.
with that.
This is not good. The Church of St. Andrews was
Okay.
is a safe place from the evil one. Perhaps it is important that we find these bones and return them to the church. What information do you have?
We don't have anything so far, though. Have Fisk and Cage, you've joined us, right?
I just got here. Hey,
Hey,
That's good.
I know,
I
but in
can't get
terms,
D&D beyond that.
so Fisk, you're back in the tavern with us, right?
Yep, and I've just hit the bar.
And you just hit the bar. What did
Yeah.
you do with that bloodied child? Did you bring him
No.
with you?
Oh,
Fine.
shit.
No,
No.
the child was in.
No.
Oh,
no,
you
there
just
was
left
there
him.
was someone inside
That's
who
cool.
was bloodied.
I
Nothing
thought
to
the
do with
child
me.
was outside. So there was a boy being held against his will, beaten and bloodied outside the mansion.
No, he was inside the mansion because you guys went round
Okay.
looking in.
We just did a recon.
Sorry. That's my bad notes then. See, lucky I didn't put that in the notes.
See, then I could have
Um,
fixed it for you.
Okay, but you left them there. Yeah, true. Mental note, put them in. So,
If you
I
fix
guess-
it, you remove experience
That's
points,
correct.
don't you?
Now, Nikki, if we got you,
Yeah,
you're just
just being
looking
clear.
very.
She looks like
She
an
does
old
look like
television
an
set.
old television set.
Fine.
Nikki, testing 1, 2, 3.
poor
Do we
internet.
Have
I think it's an internet
Yeah.
issue.
you? That's not good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you. We're just
Yeah,
ignoring
we've
it
gotcha.
before. Don't take that personally. That was just.
I've got nothing going on, Really struggling to get anything here. Apart from
Okay.
Skype.
Oh, that's my usual day. I totally empathise with you. It's crap.
Well, you will. That's what happens
I-
when we go and annoy our friends to the north. So, the number
this is
of
very
semi-naked lingerie-clad friend requests I've had on Instagram, Facebook, and something else I forget now has just been unbelievable.
Oh, really?
I must be such a popular and
Huh.
good-looking man.
How
You
come you
just
get...
add them all, so it makes you look like you're famous, mate. That's what you do.
That's amazing. I just get hacked calls.
Yeah.
Okay, so Erwin
Get a
asked what we know about the
By the way.
bones of the church, and we'll say nothing. We don't know anything, so we're off to find that altar boy, right? Which may be the one that's
So
inside
sorry,
the
so
mansion.
just can't come back. As you're still talking to Erwin and you're telling him about the altar boy.
Yes. Yeah. I'll say that Fisk mentioned seeing a boy that was inside a mansion somewhere that had been beaten and bloodied, so it might be the altar boy who gave up the bones.
I see. What do you mean, the altar boy?
Apparently, only the altar boy knew where the bones were,
This
so
is
we think he's the one who sprayed it.
Father Lucian's assistant, Milivoj. Yeah,
Ooh, I don't know his name.
perhaps Milivoj is he helps. He lives at the orphanage and but is always at the church helping Father Lucian. This is very concerning. You say that there's someone at the Burgomaster's mansion being held. This is not unusual. Anyone who is not in favour of celebration or does not have the right happy face is often taken away.
Oh, can you tell us more about the Blazing Sun Festival and what that means? It seems to be
Every
compulsory.
festival is compulsory in Valaki. Got it right.
So, Erwin, what does the festival actually do?
The festival,
What
well,
happens?
everyone here, you must all be happy. Yes, it is important. It is what has kept Strahd at bay, so says the
Different.
Burgomaster.
Is it
there's
really?
at least one
Everybody
festival
being
every
happy?
week for the past several years, This is what keeps the devil Strahd at bay, but that's what the Burgomaster...
Why though?
Well, who knows? I don't know if it is actually what provides protection, but they are.
What started the festivals?
Well, the burgomaster, his father, he passed away in some mysterious circumstances, one might say. He gives a bit of a nod. Um, yeah, so the burgomaster's father, he started some of the festivals, but really it's the burgomaster now who really keeps things. Baron Vargas must, have these festivals all the time, and everyone must be happy because he strongly believes that this protects Valaki from the Devil Strahd, who's not visited here for over 100 years.
So, what happens at the festival? To walk us through a day at the
Well, it
festival.
depends. Last week it was heads of wolves on sticks. Crazy. Everyone had to come, dress up as a head on a stick with a wolf. Then they chop some wolves off. The lads, they come here frequently. You will meet them, no doubt, if you stay here for some time. The brothers, Soldar and Yagani. Oh, they're not so much brothers. They're just friends, I think. The Vokta brothers, they do come here, Nikolai and Karl. You'll see them too frequently. I think they were in earlier this evening. But Solstar and Yevgeny, they hunt. They did very well. They hunt mostly wolves. They supply some meat to me. So this is all. This is very good.
I'm going to look over at Wolfroll.
Is that any better? Can you actually look at me now?
We have you.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
I think I just found my internet problem. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh, I had something syncing that I didn't realise was syncing in the background, and I just killed it.
That's the way. Good
Well
work.
done. So I'm going to look at Wolfroll, and I'm going to give her that look that she understands of should we ask about the Dusk Elves and going to see the Dusk Elves, because we still have to collect that book as well. So I'm going to give that knowing look across to Wolfroll and let you lead if you want to ask whether we think we should.
I think it would be a good idea to ask that question. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm not really in the train though, having been just solving internet issues.
Sure. Okay, so I'll ask Erwin if he knows where the Dusk Elves are. We're looking for a particular Dusk Elf to talk to.
The Dusk Elves. What business do you have with the Dusk Elves?
Well, we heard one of them might be useful to us and have some useful information. We're looking for some help with a matter.
I see. The Dusk Elves. Well, they aren't very friendly. Not many Vistani.
They aren't
Vistani
friendly?
Not welcome here in Valakai. They serve Strahd. We don't like them here. Some Vistani are okay. The ones that are outcasts, but you'll find them outside to the southwest. But you go gently with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vistani or Dusk Elves?
Or a Dusk Elves Vistani, I think they might be.
Well,
So, just to be clear, because we're strangers to this land, are the Vistani Dusk Elves?
Well, the Vistani and the Dusk Elves, they live together in this little camp. All the Dusk Elves, they're all men, they're no women. They're all killed many years ago. I think Strahd killed them all as some sort of punishment for the murder of one of his brides, I think. But, the Dusk Elves, they live with the Vistani in the southwest. But again, the Dusk Elves, they live with the Vistani, they be Vistani, almost. So I'd certainly caution with them. They're old, but they've seen a lot. But you know, hey,
Are you familiar with any of them personally?
I don't.
Do you know any of them? Do they come into the tavern?
No, Dusk Elves and Vistani are not welcome here, but I do know of the Casimir. He's the leader of the Dusk Elves. Casimir Velikov, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Casimir is actually who we're hoping to talk to.
Well, you would find him, I would imagine, down at, you know, the Vistani encampment to the southwest of the town. But, you know, it is
Okay.
late. I would not be going tonight. You all look like you need some sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, you have not
Okay.
you've not been here too long. You know, your journey has been one interesting one, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Do you know, has Casimir suffered an injury recently?
Casimir, yes, he is, you know, yeah, I think he is hobbling now. I think.
Do you know
Okay.
why?
Oh, I don't know why. I do not bother
What
with
has
the
happened to him?
Vistani as long as they stay out of Velaki. We're all quite happy. Yeah.
Ah,
Cheers.
anyway, back at the bar.
Back at the bar. You're still waiting to be served?
Yeah. So Danica comes around and says, "Can I help you, gentlemen?"
Yeah.
Let's slide a silver over and ask for a drink.
This is fine. We have some of the best vine
Just
available in Barovia, although, you know, some...
done. Thanks. No chit chat. Just the one.
Okay. So she slides over a glass of wine. There will be no chit-chat. So I give. So you notice that she pours this out of this bottle. It's called Purple Grape Mash number 3. And for the silver,
Yum.
she then, as you slide the silver across, she then stops and she goes, do you want more of the grape mash, or would you like the red dragon crush?
The Red Dragon
It's
Crush.
a silver. So she then brings that over there and puts it aside like they do when they mispour a drink, and pours out a glass of red dragon crush and takes your silver. She yeah, she goes, yes, we're going to have to put our prices up soon unless, she turns to her husband, who's talking with your colleagues at the table not too far away. Yes, until your family get their shit together. No? Where is the wine? It is very overdue. Huh? You should start talking to your father again, you silly man. Maybe he is upset at you and not bringing us the wine. Owen turns to you and goes, yes, this is true. There's quite unusual. There's something holding up the last shipment, you know. Maybe brave adventurers like you could head to the west to my family's winery and see what is going on. Maybe, you know. You come back, you'll stay a week or, you know, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, my guest. Yeah, if we bring the wine back.
Sorry, which one?
Well, there's
How
only
far?
one winery in Barovia, the Wizards of the Wine. Yes, this is run by my family. Although we do not always see eye to eye, let us say. But
Sorry, how far away is it?
Oh, it is some way to the west. Maybe maybe 2 full days. You'll get to there.
Okay. Well, funnily enough, we were looking for a Wizard of the Wines, so
Well, there's
that was
only
on our
one
list of
Wizards of the
places to
Winery,
visit.
yeah. So, well, you'll head out. You'll cross the river, the Luna River. You'll keep going to the west, west, until you'll come to cross over the Raven River. Then you'll turn left. You'll do not cross over the Raven River. You'll turn left, and then you'll go down through the forest, and then you will find yourself at the Wizards of the Wines Winery. And this is where my family
Okay.
is from. This is maybe you overnight somewhere just before the Raven River. I don't know. Yeah, but stay.
Okay.
Maybe you could get there in the one day if you left very early and did not daddle, or took a horse or something.
Okay.
Maybe we should go tomorrow.
Well, I
We
think
can hardly hear
we
you.
should
Whatever's
probably
going on
help
there, Tim.
Father. I think Father Lucian needs our help first. So, how urgent is this
Yeah.
winery trip?
UPS job.
Yeah, exactly.
United Ferry Services.
Oh dear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just we can hear you now. Just
Okay. Drama.
Yeah.
So, how urgent is the wine?
look, we have a couple of weeks worth of supplies, but we don't know what's happened. It's normally pretty regular. But look, it is not urgent. I think, to be perfectly honest, I think it is much more important that we discover the going-ons of St. Andral's Church, because this is quite disturbing to hear.
Cool.
So, were we thinking there may be some link between this and something that Fisk and Cage saw?
Maybe.
Sorry, I'm kind of checking in to see if I missed that while I was in internet limbo.
I jumped in way too late to see what was going on. Really, kind of coming halfway through combo. But
Still can't really hear you very well, Tim. I think. Well, I don't know, because it could very well be that the person that was battered and bloody was the church boy. Maybe he was like tortured. For his...
Yeah, I think he's probably the one. But we do need to go to the orphanage tomorrow and check as well. So we should do that. We'll go to the orphanage as part of our, investigation.
Yep.
Maybe we should sleep for the night and then do all that in the morning.
Yep, I think so.
It's getting pretty late. The tavern is clearing out, and it pretty much, Erwin and Danica are now starting to clean up the bar.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I guess we'll just thank them for their help and check in with them in the morning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Time to retire.
All right, so moving you all upstairs. Is there anything that you guys want to do? As you recall, your rooms up here, you have taken 4 rooms, I think. The 3 rooms, haven't you?
3 or 2?
2 rooms, and I thought you took a bed in here. Do you guys recall that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that.
So yeah, so just up. You're upstairs. I've moved you upstairs now, basically. So
Well, maybe we should work out an action plan for tomorrow so we have a bit of a schedule. So do we all want to go to the orphanage up first and check out old mate and see if he's there, / if they maybe have a drawing of him or something that we can flash around, ask where he might be, suss out that situation first, and then if not, investigate the whole bloody person thing?
Sounds good to me.
Si-
Can you hear what I'm saying?
No.
not really.
No.
I
No.
can just hear. Try turning your Skype volume, your microphone volume up.
It's quite
So
soft.
it's very soft. Yeah, I actually don't think it's coming through your microphone, through your headset.
That's what I was just trying to sort out.
Sounds like a plan here.
Cooling,
as you
I
guys
think
sleep
that
over,
order probably makes some good
as
sense.
you guys sleep overnight, are any of you intending on maintaining any kind of watch, or you're just pretty much keen to get a full night's sleep and a long rest?
Is there a way of barring the doors?
Yeah, each door has a very simple wooden locking mechanism to assure your privacy, like most good hotels.
Yeah, I'll just lock the rooms, and I'm pretty sure we decided it was girls in the 4-bed because we still got old mate with us, and then boys were in the other room. So, let's go to bed.
So,
Do you think maybe with Irina in with us, one of us should keep watch in case she gets a visitor in the night?
Oh yeah, we're sharing a room though, aren't
yeah,
we?
so one of you is with Irina, the other,
So,
I think that's what the plan
yeah.
was. So that's what Maddie just said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who's with?
Where all the girls are with
All of
Irina.
us. Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
4 beds.
So
So,
you've gone
we're
to
good.
right. All the girls are in the dodgy accommodation. Eh? That's the way it's.
Yeah.
That's good planning.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
way we like it. Dodgy
Yeah.
accommodation
Yeah.
for all.
And
Best way to keep an eye on her.
I don't really care about Irina. If someone wants to come in the room and snatch her, kind of like we delivered her to the father,
Hush.
so like, kind of not our problem anymore. She's just here for the benefit of like us, so unlucky. She can
But
stay away and
Hush.
protect
But
herself.
But what
Very
if
harsh.
it's a vampire that comes after her and doesn't just stop at her?
Exactly.
Room's locked.
That's right. There's
That's no problem.
only those 3 windows that overlook into the town. Not to worry about that. Hey?
I'm good with Eddie's plan. You guys.
Nah, you're still all over the shop. I can just make you out. Yeah, don't know what to suggest there. That's pretty annoying. For you, not for us. We just ignore you anyway, so that's all good. whoever's, we're getting plenty of noise from whoever's rearranging their furniture though, so.
Thanks, Sandy.
I'm gonna play around. I'll be back
I
again.
think that was me rearranging the furniture in this room to try to bar the windows and the door.
That's right. Okay, so
Probably a good idea.
so as the night falls and you all respectively take your slumbers, dreams come to some of you. First, Starfire.
Ooh.
You're flying up a valley,
Dream. Okay.
a long valley.
Okay.
You're possibly even on the wings of a silver dragon.
Dragon?
Silver dragon, in fact.
Okay.
As you make your way up the valley, you
Okay.
come to this old keep or castle or some sort of construct, and as the dream begins to come to an end, you're flying straight towards the doors, and suddenly as you bash in through the doors, you and the dragon tumble, and the dragon's body's there, headless.
Oh.
You turn around and you look to the east,
Mm.
and you see the sun rise in silhouette of the castle that comes over and looms across the village of Barovia. You wake in a sweat. You look over and you see Cage is tossing and turning as well, as dreams have come to you, Cage. Although
He's in a separate room though.
this is true.
Okay, awkward.
Awkward.
I'm like first I throw him out of the
Yeah,
girls'
no.
room.
This is the audience's mind's eye moves from looking at
Okay.
Starfire. I wasn't clear about that. Now coming across to Cage. So I'm not sure whether we've got you, Cage. We have a picture of you. No, we don't.
Timbo's
There we
gone.
go. Okay.
Good, nice stream.
Very nice. That's right.
Real quick.
So, we'll fill Cage in on his dream when he awakes. Now, is anyone else intending on doing anything other than having a good, nice, long rest as the clatter of the kitchen below begins to awaken you all?
Ba ba ba. Sounds like breakfast.
Like breakfast, indeed. Irina has remained ever vigilant next to you.
Stupid bitch.
She wakes and she goes, what is the plan for today?
I don't know what your plan is, hun, but we're busy.
I see. Is it?
Want to come or
I
not?
think my brother has asked for you to protect me, so I think it's important that we all stay together. Whilst
If you would like to come, that's fine. But you actually have to help us if we end up in battle or in trouble. You can't just stand there and look pretty.
have
We
you
need
not
help.
seen my incredibly ornate and sharp sword? I am more than ready to assist you in battle. I believe
Okay.
that.
Remember that right hook she gave Cage?
Yeah, I believe that on several times I have shooed away
No,
the wolves that have come for you all.
no, you just stood there and watched us get attacked, and then decided to step in a bit later on, which is too little, too late, babe. So, you got to help us out if we're going to help you out, because we did already complete our mission by giving you to Father Lucian. So we're just doing this out of the goodness of our hearts now.
I kind of believe that the words used by my brother were in fact to get me to safety, not just to Valaki. And Valaki is now not safe. Father Lucian is saying the church is not safe until the bones are returned. So, maybe you're yet to earn your gold from my brother.
I might try to calm down the conversation going here and just say to Irina, we are planning on trying to improve your situation today, so it would be great if you came along and helped us should your help be needed. And that way we can also keep an eye on you and keep you as safe as possible.
This is what
Nice.
I expect to hear. Now, perhaps I am known here to the Baron. Of course, my father was a fellow burgomaster, so I should be able to smooth things if you need access or anything like that. Baron Vargas, I'm sure, will remember me. Perhaps we can call on the Baron and advise him of my presence in the town too. Maybe he can make some suggestions for the protection of myself here, so that you can be, and she turns to you, so that you can be relieved of me. Yes. Turns back.
Sounds good. How's about breakfast?
Yes, breakfast would be good. Will you bring it up for me, or do you want me to come down with you? Let's go. We go downstairs.
I turn to her and I give her the biggest scoff of it.
Off or stink eye.
Both. Like an eye roll, and a this bitch.
So,
There's a song in this.
Lead the team downstairs. Shrek.
So as you all come downstairs for breakfast, you see that there are a couple of guests, but what catches your eye are some rugged gentlemen sitting in the corner who look like they have not had a good night's sleep. In actual fact, they appear that they've almost just come in from being out in the night, which of course in Barovia would be quite unusual. Let me just...
I'll wave and give them a toothy grin as we go past. And then gauge if they are horrified by the dragon or not, because then we'll just send in Wolfroy, or send in the pretty disarming one first, rather than the tiefling and the dragon. So
Have we all had a long rest?
Yes, they've all long rested. So the two gentlemen that I'm talking about, they...
is this Nikolai?
No, just wait.
No. Soz. It's going to take forever. That's okay. I just got to grab something. I'll be back in a sec.
So I'll just put some pictures for you in the chat. What they look like. There we go. So these two gents are, that's in the Skype chat, sorry, just to confuse everybody. They seem to be eating some meat that's been cooked. Danica is up and is serving them. She seems to be having a quick conversation with them, and she also, you notice now, counts out some gold and silver to them as well. She turns to you and says, breakfast. I have some oats, and some steamy porridge, and a beetroot mash as well, if you would like.
Porridge sounds good.
Okay. So she begins to prepare your meals, and the two gents in the corner, or at the top of the, not quite the corner, but against the wall, below the stairs heading up, are sort of watching intently at you, and you see that they seem to have almost sort of haunted looks in their eyes.
I'm going to
Maybe
slide
someone-
over and sit next to them and say, "G'day, mate."
Give me a persuasion. Give me a persuasion check there.
Checks for speech impediment.
Who's eating the breakfast? What's that going on? So 15. Well, there you go.
Somebody's eating dinner.
Oh, fruit.
She goes, what are you doing? I see you are travelers to this realm.
We are.
Nice one. Nice observing.
You, what?
You look like you've been out
What
late.
sort of creature are you? I'm talking to you.
A tall one.
Yes, we see that you're tall. Now you notice that behind them now that they've got quite impressive longbows and a quiver each. And you also see that they've got quite, not ornate, but very practical long knives that either look like gutting knives or something strapped to them. One of them now quickly brings the gold and silver that was just placed there by Danica and pours it into a pouch and then ties it and then puts it in and then turns to you and goes, yes,
So, what
yes,
are you
are
up to?
travelers.
You look very tired. You look a bit
Did
sleepy.
you just do a wine delivery by any chance?
Optimistically, hopefully.
No, we have, we do meat. We do wolf meat mostly. We are hunters. We sell the meat for a living, yes?
Gotcha.
So that's what you've been doing last night.
Last night, yes. This is what we were doing, hunting. And then the other one, who put the money away, looks up and goes, yes, last night, this is what we were doing, we were hunting.
Hunting what?
And the one who spoke first goes, I am Zoldar. Zoldar is my name. It is good to meet you. And you are all who?
I am Fisk. Fisk of the first cabin.
Fisk of the first cabin. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Zoltar.
And his companion goes, Yevgeny, I'm Yevgeny. Nice to meet you, Fisk of the first cabin. Yes?
Nice to meet you.
Good thing none of us are Buzz Lightyear.
Wait,
Sorry.
we can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
The fuck?
Okay, cool.
Hello, Xi Jinping. Ni hao.
Will they?
That is frustrating. Ni hao ma. Joking.
Okay.
So, yeah. Is there something you want, Fisk of the first cabin? You and your strange tall companion with the very ugly face. What's gone wrong with your head?
Yeah, it's not pretty, is it? But let's not be concerned about her.
Fucking excuse me?
Oh, nice.
You're one to talk about ugly faces.
Yes, I am not
He is on
I
a
am
roll.
not a pretty one, that is for sure, but I am good at killing wolves.
At killing humans.
I see. Perhaps you have found the right place to be, this cursed realm. Lots of men and women, they die here. You perhaps,
So I've heard.
you are perhaps a servant of the devil himself, huh? Strahd sends you here, perhaps to keep an eye on me. For I kill many of his wolves. He does not like
Strahd's not my devil.
Hmm.
Can't you see? From my skin? Why would I serve such a demon as Strahd? Strahd is no demon to me. Strahd ain't not my president.
What are you doing picking on wolves when it's really Strahd behind them?
Strahd is the land. Yeah, I might as well pick a fight with the hills and the mountains and the rivers and the trees. You know, this is pointless. The wolves, I can kill the wolves. You know, they sell for good meat. There is not much meat in this place. You know, wolf meat is hard to get. We kill. You know, we sell the skins as well. You know, we make good money. We get through and get by. So you know. But if you need some guides, you know. We could perhaps help you. You know, maybe 10 gold pieces a day, something like that. Yeah. We will not travel at night. It is foolish to travel this cursed realm at night.
Pretty sure we've got eyeballs, but thank you.
Okay, Monsieur Fisk of the first cabin, you need anything else from us? Or you're just trying to make a friend? You know, you escape from this one because she annoy you.
Yeah, pretty much. Just looking for friends. We're new to the realm. We're heading off to that vineyard shortly, maybe.
You're going to go to the visit of the vines. Yeah.
Yeah.
See where it is happening to the wines.
That's right.
This is good. Oh, hang on.
Sorry, I've been such a pain. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
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 Got you
Yes.
Oh, there's something weird going on because I'm running everything through a VPN right now, and I have no issues with my microphone.
now. Huh.
Weird.
There you go.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to gather together this change first, right? Go and look for this boy.
I'm going to finish my porridge and go to the orphanage. Stay away
Awesome.
from these wolf killers.
You, elf, over there. You hunter? You hunt, elf?
I only hunt things
Yeah.
worthy of hunting.
This is true. I see in you something about the forest. You'll be a good hunter. This is good. We perhaps see each other across the fields.
Perhaps.
This is good. He turns and takes a big bite out of what appears to be the hind of a cooked up wolf, and turns back his attention to his companion, and they mutter under their breaths. And they glance a look at Fisk, who's still sitting uncomfortably at their table.
Do you not get the memo? We're going.
Right, so you finish your
Hush, woman.
finish your breakfast, all of you.
Yeah.
Right,
we
which
finish
way
our
to the
breakfast,
orphanage?
And we start walking to the orphanage. And as we put my foot up Fisk's bum and just kind of kick him a bit because he's so small. Just for being a bit of a dick.
And it's on.
So as you come out, it is drizzling. It's grey. The town is sort of coming to life in that sort of early morning. Some people are, clearly merchants are, beginning to come and open their respective businesses. There's a little bit of travel up and down this main road that runs east-west through the town. Those of you who went to the church with Irina, she's accompanying you, and she's sort of leading the way to the church. She sort of takes a pause at the crossroads here and looks to the north, and you can just see to the north there seems to be almost like a lake or something. You can just make out in the dim distance between the mist. I assume you all keep going?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, well let that description stop any of you. That's good.
Sorry, I've just got a reply. I might have some work, Duncan. Yay. I know. It's only a bit of consultancy work, but hey, that's a new computer I can go out and buy.
Get yourself a
RAM.
Mac.
Go on.
Get yourself some gig. That's right.
You just need memory. Just some memory, for fuck's sake.
I know.
All
you
your
can
consultants
open it.
need to watch Office Space. Anyway, I hope, Duncan, you've watched that by now.
Yeah, no, I haven't yet. But my work just had to buy just spent. So like you can buy a game for like $129, but of course when we want a copy of it, it's $20,000 a copy for the software.
What?
So,
Of
course. So anyway, so they have to install it onto a laptop, and a special laptop, and anyway, so it's been like months, and they're like all excited because like I'm getting one of them. I've organised the safe and fucking everything, so I'm waiting for my laptop to arrive, and they go, oh no, we've just tested the software on the laptop. So it took months just to install it, but no one's actually tried to test it, to run it. And it doesn't run because it doesn't meet the specs. So now we're back to square one. They're gonna.
How good's the government?
So they're going out to go and buy.
That's someone just keeping their job, rolling over for another 12 months.
So they're going out now to buy, highest powered spec gaming computers, which will take fucking 3 months to get certified. Then another 3 months to get the software. So essentially it'll be about another year and I'll eventually get this stuff. So I can play computer games on it. But I have a copy on my laptop for $129. So fuck me.
They'll
Anyway.
like to overcomplicate things.
I know. Anyway, here we come as you approach the Church of St. Andral in the morning light. As you approach, you see a familiar figure standing just outside the church here.
What's up, Daddy L?
Ah,
How you doing?
you see Lord Vasily is standing there talking to a woman, a finely dressed woman, and he sees Ia and he stops. And he goes, "Ah, I see. You'll have a good night's sleep, ladies." And he sort of takes in all of you and sort of almost ignores you, the gentleman and the party.
I'm just gonna wink at him.
He goes.
Oh, competition here.
He winks back. He goes, "Ah, fine spirits, good man. What is your name?"
My name is Cage.
Ah,
How you going?
Cage. Welcome to Valaki. This is my home here. I invited your friends last night to dinner. I hope you'll be able to join us as well. Lady Vakta will
Of
be.
course,
Lady Vakta will host us. So when are we doing dinner?
And I'm just gonna turn around and look at the girls as if they've already organised this, and just say, what's this about?
Oh yeah, are we doing dinner tonight?
Yeah, cool.
Ah, this is good news. Wonderful, wonderful.
We got stuff to do today though, but we'll catch up with you a bit later
I
on.
look forward to seeing you this evening. It is a beautiful day. Look at this. A little bit of drizzle, but the sun is going to break through. One day maybe it will come back to this land.
Do we have the address that we're going to?
You'll just ask for Lady Vakta. But to answer your question, you'll go to the center crossroads and you will head north and you will find the Vakta house not too far from there, no? Let me just check.
Cool.
Let me just pause that and just check. Yes, that is correct. Let me just get my handy ready reckoner. He whips out his Refidex. Yes, no, Lady Vakta's house. You'll go to the central sort of crossroads, 4 or 5 roads there all come together. You go the one towards the east to the north, the one that takes you to Lake Zarovich, yeah? And, Lady Vakta's house, only a couple of 100 yards up on the right. You cannot miss it. It is the finest house in that part of the town.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course you can, my good man Cage.
What do you think of the festivals that are held in town?
These are very interesting festivals. We have one coming up. The Burgomaster is prepared. What is it now? The heads on the sticks of the wolves? No, that was last week. It is the blazing sun of such. We all long for the sun here in Borovia. It has been so long since I have seen the sun. I feel that it is a great loss. But this is the way it is these days.
The land that we come from, there's sun every day. Look, I've heard so much about the festivals, so I'm kind of keen to go and check one out and see what the deal's all about. Do you take your family? Do you have a family? Or?
Alas, my mother and my father are now long dead. It is just I. And I lost my brother a long time ago as well. So I try and keep the family name alive, but I have yet not to find the woman for me. Perhaps one day. And he turns and he looks to Ia, looks to Irina, looks to Starfire.
I don't think so.
Turns and smiles at Wolfrel. Comes back to.
I'm just gonna, under my breath, just whisper and say, "Desperation," and just
comes back to Ia and Irina, and just and then sort of centers his gaze back on those two and goes, but who knows? It is. I am looking for always opportunity to explore the future, but it is not that I have anything against your kind. And he turns to you, Starfire. He goes, but it's. I am looking for. I think I know. I think I know my bride when I will see her. Yes. And he then.
Does he look at Ia?
Look. He turns from saying that to you, then turns back to Ia and Irina, and
right.
Fucking gonna kill this Irina girl. I'm so over her.
And he goes, yes, perhaps Yeah, we shall see how we all get on this evening. It should be fun at Lady Voctor's, yes? I think it will be fun. Of course, everything is fun in Valakay. Look at all the smiles! And he sort of waves his hands left and right. And you see people walking, with pretty much a smile on their face. Whether it's forced or not, but everyone is pretty much looking happy.
Just for fun, can I just
Someone walks past. Hang on,
sorry.
Just before you do, as he's doing that, someone walks past. A gentleman walks past, well dressed. He goes, Lord Vasily, it's good to see you again, sir, and gives a nod and then continues on into the east. Cage, back to you. What were you going to do?
Can I just cast my prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, thanks, Bernard.
Prestidigitation. Yep.
I'm with you, Tim. I have fucking no idea how that's pronounced. But...
Yep. I just had to second guess myself on that. And just conjure up, because I can conjure up a little non-magical trinket or illusionary image that fits in my hand. And I'm just going to make a little fortune cookie and pass it to him, just for a bit of fun. And
so hang on, is it an illusion?
It's like a non-magical trinket. Does that fit the description? Something that he can crack open?
Yeah, so you create a non-magical trinket. Okay.
Yep. So it's just a little fortune cookie, and I'm just going to pass to him and just say, these are common in where I come from. They're a consumable biscuit with a hidden message inside. Do you want to open it up? And inside it's going to say, treat him mean, keep him keen, and he's going to crack it open and...
He takes it off you and he goes, I see, this is some sort of cookie, yes? This is not, this is not Morganta's pastries, no?
No, it's called a fortune cookie. It tells
it's best you stay away from Morgana's pastries, I think, but, yeah, she's an annoying old hag.
Hang on. Can I just grab Wolfrel and the others just quickly and just point out that we still have this letter for Vasily from the witch, which I think we should give to him.
And can I also mention that when we first saw him, when we were leaving the Vistani camp and like moving along the side of the river, didn't we notice something really weird about him? Like, it was like no one else could see him. The same guy.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm wondering what that was all about, because people seem to be able to see him here. Anyway, I'm happy to deliver the letter if you think it's the right thing to do, but I'm wondering if we should investigate him a bit more.
I think we can keep an eye on him here. So if we give him the letter, because he's bound to find out the way these women travel and the word travels. So I think we kind of have to, and just see what he says about the children. So you were carrying the letter, weren't you? Or was I carrying the letter?
I think you were carrying the letter.
I can't remember. Okay, Dunk, I'm just going to tell Lord Vasily we have a message for him from one of the women.
Yes, I believe it is inside this thing, is it not, Cage?
No, different message.
So I should not eat this thing, and he hands you the fortune cookie. He hasn't eaten it.
No, you can eat that.
Enjoy.
Oh, no, I think I insist. I think this is for you.
These guys have had way too many fortune cookies, trust me.
Yeah,
sorry, crack it open, have a read of it later, keep it in your pocket.
I shall do this. I shall keep this as a reminder of you, Cage. Yeah?
Okay, we'll talk about it tonight.
This
Sounds
is
good.
I shall bring this tonight and eat it with Lady Voctor.
Sounds good.
This is very good. And he pulls out a silken handkerchief, unfolds it, he drops it into, and he folds the silken handkerchief, and then he pockets it into his top waistcoat top pocket.
Okay.
Now you have another message for me. Is this correct?
I have a message from an elderly woman we met on the journey here that I forgot to give you yesterday, and I found it last night, but I can't remember her name. but here it is.
And he thinks, oh, this is most interesting. And he opens it up. And he begins to read it.
Can we read it over his shoulder? What does that say?
You've got the message.
Did read it, didn't we?
Yeah, no, but I'm just pretending.
It's in the journal under treasures.
I'm pretending like we didn't read it.
Ah, right, okay.
That we
I see.
protected the privacy.
Is it good news?
This is good news. There you see Morgantha. I talked about her before. This is a good coincidence. Morgantha, she has. I wrote to her. I'm concerned about the children in the orphanage. There's some Father Lucien, you know. I'm not so sure, but I think if the orphanage a little overcrowded and some of the children not treated too well, yes, it would seem that Lady McCoy. Well, he has a little chuckle. Morgantha would like the children to come and stay with her. This is something perhaps you could help when you head back to Barovia, no? Surely you will head to Barovia. Maybe even you go to the Devilstrad's castle itself and dine with him.
Quite possibly.
Maybe.
I'd be
But
keen.
sure.
Vasily,
Happy
you
to help
mentioned
children.
before about the pastries.
Oh, don't eat the pastries.
Well, they come from the same place as we got the letter. So what can you tell us about them?
Well, they're bad for your teeth.
Okay.
No, here, my dear. What shall you be wearing tonight? Surely you shall find some fine garments here. Perhaps, and he reaches into his pocket and he brings out some gold and he hands it to you. It's about 4 gold pieces in his hand. And he says, perhaps you and Irina both could buy something to wear special for tonight.
I take the gold pieces and I go, I might, not too sure if Irina will.
Irina's been quite quiet during this whole thing. And
Yeah.
she goes,
As usual.
I think I will come as I wish. If I come at all.
Okay.
She gives him a pretty sort of stern look. She's sort of like a bit of a mean look, really, as if she's like keeping him keen.
She knows.
Vasily then goes, look, well, you know, the orphanage is at the rear of this church, you know, St. Andral's. You know, it's something you can perhaps, you know, I maybe would not talk about this to Father Lucien. He may not want all those children to be gone. You know, they work and he works them well, and you know, some I think he favors a little too much. These are things that I should not concern myself. But yes, I think.
To be honest, Vasily, they really do concern me. The way that you're talking about it. What can you tell us about it? Just
Look.
we're not gonna mention your name. Anything that you want to
I think.
divulge.
Any slander?
Well, look, I think it is going to be a good night tonight. That is what I think I want to focus on. I'm going to go and visit some tailors and get some fine clothes to come and dine with you all tonight at Lady Vachter's. It will be my great pleasure to dine with you all, get to know you all a little better. Now, should you need anything, you'll just ask, and people will help you find me. I will come and I will help you. You're a guest here, Valaki. I think this is great to see you all here. You must be very happy to be a Valaki. It's a good and safe and happy place.
So happy.
This is true.
So happy.
Good morning to you all, and he then wanders off. Slowly.
Thanks.
Can I try
Vasily.
a bit of an insight on what's going on with him?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Just really analyze his behavior and whether he's got any magic about him.
Okay, give me an insight check. Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Dresses well.
Alrighty,
They
let's
really
go
do
to the
think
orphanage.
that tonight,
Feel
what we
much
should
better.
aim to do is maybe drink fake illusionary wine and feed him up, and
Sounds like a cunning
he
plan.
seems like a
Get him
really
drunk.
charming kind of dude who will say things to impress people. So I'm pretty keen to find out as much as we can from him.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a bad plan. Not a bad plan.
Get him drunk. That's
But
your
I
plan. Yeah.
I suppose I can create illusionary, illusionary image that can fit in my hand. So I'm sure I could come up with some fake glasses of wine, and anyway, we could
What's
do something like that.
What's your constitution like? I mean, because it's going to be your job to get him drunk, right? Given his attentions on you.
That's a good question. Let me have a look.
How do you feel about drinking, not drinking? Meanwhile, Dunk, we're all walking towards the orphanage.
I've got -1.
I'm guessing it should be illusion then. We will need Cage's help.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for walking towards the orphanage. I'm going to just put you at the Church of St. Andral at the moment. The orphanage is not quite clear to where you are. The doors are quite well open though, and you're standing at the sort of entry of the church there. If you can't see where you are, I'll just center you all on your maps. And hopefully you can all see where you are. So the church in the morning light, it seems to be designed so that, given it's the Church of the Morning Lord, that the light filters in and fills the the sort of great big area right at the end that you can't see at the moment. What I might do is quickly just change that for you. But at the end is a rather large statue in the church, and there's a number of sort of local men and women that are sort of taking some prayers there, and you see Father Lucian sort of talking to a sad old woman.
Just as we're walking up,
overhear?
Sorry. Just as we're walking up to finish that conversation that we're having, just as we're talking, before we're making our way up there, I have a huge deception advantage. So the other thing that I was thinking was maybe we could feed him, but I could also maybe say that I am kind of a bit of a traitor and in line with Strahd, and see how he reacts to that. Just an idea. Anyway.
Yeah, that might be. We'll read the room and see how it goes. Maybe.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
I'm going to try to overhear the conversation as we're approaching.
Okay, give me a perception
Yep.
check. Yes. So basically, you can hear the Father Lucian saying, Willemina. I'm not really good with odd names. We'll just call her
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Mm.
Is her name on the character, is it? On the token?
No, I just typed it as you said it. That's what it looked like.
Wilhelmina. There you go.
Maybe.
That's good. Thanks, Nikki. Wilhelmina.
Anytime.
I like it. Wilhelmina. There you go. I'm really hopeless at names. seems to be talking to Father Lucian's. Rather, she seems very upset. She's talking about something about her son, the shoemaker Udo, and that he's been imprisoned for speaking out against the burgomaster. And she's asking Father Lucian if there's anything that he can do to set her free, and that she wants to pray that the Morning Lord will take mercy on him and set him free. Father Lucian puts his hands on her and says, "It is Wilhelmina. This is, as you know, I will speak to the burgomaster later this afternoon, and I will raise this with him." "Oh, thank you, God." Yada yada yada. Tears, sobbing. She wanders off now, and takes a spot on the stalls and prays towards the Morning Lord.
Could I just quickly jump in and do something?
Sure.
So, how far away are we now from the father? Would you say we have approached? Can I approach to about 10 feet away?
Yeah. So you're about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from him, just where you are. I'm not sure if you can see the map.
Yep. I can adjust it now. Yep.
So I've just
Okay,
got a
so,
party token for all of you. So I'll make it a little bit bigger because there's a lot of you there. So you guys are just sort of as a mass walking up there. He's just talked there. Wilhelmina has just gone over there, and you can see out through these windows. You can see some children and a man doing something out in the gardens.
So just as we approach, I just want to again cast that prestidigitation.
Digitation. Yep.
And make a symbol appear on a surface for an hour. So that's basically right beside the father, and it's just going to be like the image of a child's face crying. Just up on the wall. I'm just going to cast that, and it's up on the wall.
Okay, he doesn't notice it.
Okay. Damn it.
At all, does he?
At all.
Look.
On a scale of noticing, he doesn't.
Nothing. Nada nunca.
Father Lucian talks. He goes, welcome back. It is nice to see you again. He looks left and right, and he hurries over towards you, and he goes, are you here to help me with finding the bones? We must get the bones back. I do not.
Yes, we are.
And he sort of looks out towards the east, out through the windows, and he goes, Milovic is the only one that I have told. He's out there. He's digging in the garden at the moment.
What's his name? Milovic?
Milovic.
Milovic.
Milivoj. How do I pronounce that, Nikki?
Sorry, MILOVOJ.
That's it. Putting it in Skype chat now for you. That's it.
Milovosh.
Yeah, see, I'm better on pronouncing these things when I haven't seen them written.
Milovosh.
Maybe I'm with you on that.
Milovosh.
Oh, so he's returned. And he's out digging. Did you say?
Yeah.
So he wasn't the bloody body, so that's good.
Sorry,
No.
Father,
Him.
what's Milovosh digging for?
He's just
The
digging,
bones
and
of-
he seems to have some sort of digging implement. You can't really see because it's through some windows and out to the east.
So when did he come back?
Father Lucian says he was at the orphanage this morning with his brothers and sisters.
Okay. Well, let's go chat to him. Shall we send the most, child-friendly of us? Fisk.
You look like a little child. Off you go.
Fisk. We need you to go talk to a small child.
Jesus, that didn't sound creepy at all.
No.
I don't think small children like me.
I could give it a
Oh.
go.
That
Okay, well, why
sounded
don't you both
way
go?
creepier than the initial comment. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, that way if he runs away from me, you can grab him.
All right. So
Yeah,
if any
so
else
we'll
of you
throw
want
on
to
Fisk.
get onto the
Don't
map,
like
I've
with
put
the
Fisk
skull.
and Starfire down. You're free to move around. Cage, I'll stick you down. I'm sure you'll want to move around doing your sneaky stuff. Wolfrill, I might sort of stick you down as well. I might sort of just move the party out of the place
Yep.
at the moment.
Do I get a token?
No.
No.
And is this, who is
I've
this?
just about
Is
to, I've
this
just got to get
Milovich?
Arena. I need to move
Oh,
Arena
sorry.
down with you guys.
Milivosh.
Milovosh.
My favorite thing is to yell out, "Oi, retard!" and see who turns around, because that's pretty funny.
The tiefling's gone mad.
So I think that you should try that on the kid.
Oh.
Might lower his guard. He'll
Everyone
think you're
needs
funny.
a hobby. Hey?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you.
I'm going to trust Wolfrill won't be doing that. And
So Father Lucien leads you now over to here, and he basically is saying, yeah, but if you wish to speak to Milovish, now's a good time. The children have had breakfast and they will be attending to their chores, and it's up to you.
okay. So we'll send Fisk and Wolfrill out to talk to the child.
Arena goes
and then
and
the rest
stands
of
next
us.
to Father Lucien and goes starts to talk to him. Father Lucien, you say that once these bones return, will the church be safe for me to stay? And he goes, yes, I will be able to take you in and you will be able to stay here. You will be safe from the Devil's Strahd. This is good. Thank you, Father Lucien.
Okay.
So, Father, do you look after the children here?
The children, yes, the children are my responsibility. They
And they go to school, or what do they do?
they do their chores, and yes, we do lessons, we do reading, and we do some writing, and some arithmetic. And then I teach them some of the history of this this town. I try to keep
And what chores do you have them doing?
Oh, so at the moment they'll be collecting wood, but mostly they just be playing. You know, the children, they're very very hard to stay focused. Milovish, he helps, he keeps them in line, and but he is very protective of them. That is for sure.
What made you tell him about the bones if you don't tell anyone else?
I know. I don't know why I mentioned it to him. I really don't know. I'm reading why I did right now, but just give me a sec.
It's okay.
No, that's right. He was very. This comes back to me now. Milovish was very worried about the safety of himself and his brothers and sisters in the orphanage, and he had some bad dreams about Strahd. He looks. He goes. He was very concerned. So. Stupidly, I told him about the bones, and that when the bones are here, that Strahd is unable to enter this this place. And then
How old is Milovich?
well, he'd be 20 something, I guess. I don't know.
And he's been with you since he was a child,
Yes,
or
yes,
no?
yes, he has. He came to us when he was, I think, 4 or 5.
So he's not really an altar boy, then, is he? He's a bit old for an altar boy.
Where did we get altar boy from? I don't think I told you altar boy.
That was from last time.
Did I say he was the altar boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said he was one of the altar boys.
Okay.
He's an ex-altar boy.
Yeah, so he's an ex-altar boy. But
okay.
Father Lucien sort of explains, look, he works around here, he helps me with the children, you know, he tends the grounds, you know, he digs the graves, he's very good at digging the graves, yeah? And we need sometimes a lot of graves. This is an unfortunate thing of Barovia.
Okay. And how many children are in the orphanage now, Father Lucian?
I think I have 5 or 6 now.
And Milovich is able to roam
Well,
free?
5 young children and 6. Well, yes, no one is a prisoner here, but not many people want to leave the confines of the church, though. The children are a little afraid, and I don't like them going out of the town, out of the church by themselves. They either must go together, or with Milovich, or with me. Once a week I take them down for the festival, of course. Everyone must go to the festivals here. But we all go together, yeah.
That's okay. And how many beds are in the orphanage? How many can the orphanage take?
Well, I guess there'd be maybe a dozen at the moment that we could take. But we certainly don't.
Okay.
All the children have their own beds and their own stuff, you know. It's very strange.
And how many children would you have had a year ago?
Methinks. I think maybe, well, see, there's people like yourselves, you know, frequently, or maybe not frequently, maybe once, twice a year, there's travelers who come from afar. And different people like you, and he points to you up and down as a dragonborn. He goes, some are different looking, but I think last year was sometime maybe 10 moons, 9 moons ago. I probably had say 10 children, and they came. They had they said they had to escort them to a better place to live just outside of Barovia on the way. Some ladies were going to take them in. And that I think that anyway, they came in. They come in all very huffed. You know, you not like you come in. You respect the Morning Lord. They come in. They push the door open. They demand to see the children. They take the children, and but some escape. You know, come back. So, but I think maybe 5, 6 they go with them. I don't know. I told Burgomaster doesn't want to leave the town. You know, he and his people are afraid to go outside of Valaki. But you know, maybe I understand that.
What did the children who came back have to say?
Oh, they snuck away from them. I think most 2 snuck away in the town, and 2 snuck away just in the forest. You know, as they're going back to. I think one of them said some ladies were going to take them in or something, and certainly the people who came in, they're talking about that something about Vasily saying that, but I spoke to Lord Vasily, and you know, he knows nothing of this.
Okay, even dodgier. Okay.
Milovich, come! And he sees just an opportune moment as Milovich seems to be walking past the door. He's carrying a shovel, and he stops and he turns and he looks up at Father Lucian. Yes, Father Lucian. Wait there. Have the children get the firewood and load the cart. These people want to speak to you. And he goes, sure, go talk to Lucian and find out if he knows anything about the bones, you know. Don't mention anything about me saying anything. You just talk to him, yeah?
So as we approach him, can we...
This is Lucian here, if you're checking out on your map, so this is here.
Yep.
Anyone going out to speak to him? No.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
As we, did you say... Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Milovich.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm sitting right beside Fisk. Hey, Bern, Fisk.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because I have to have a third party do this, but if you want to follow this guy for a little bit, once he kind of takes off. I imagine he's going to take off at some point. If you want to go invisible again and do some scoping, I don't know if that helps you at all.
Yep.
You just let me know, man, and
I'll let
when you're
you
ready,
know.
I'm going to go and have a chat to this chick and try and kind of deceive her a little bit. We're just having a little chat because we're just in the corner.
Yeah. So you guys are
I'm
back
just
down
going to
here,
try
yeah.
and
Yeah.
give her a bit of... Yeah, I'm just going to try and find out why she's here, and whatever she says, I'm basically just going to align with and just try and follow her and see what she has to tell me about what her grievance is really, and if she can give us any more info.
Okay, sure. So, interestingly, I'll just deal with that, and then we'll come over to Milovic. Fisk, what are you doing at this stage? Are you going with Cage, or are you...
Yeah, I'm just caging
Yeah.
on her.
So both of you sidled up to this Wilhelmina, and she basically says that her son, who's a shoemaker in town, his name is Udo Lukovic, he's been imprisoned for speaking out against the burgomaster, and she prays that her son will be set free soon, and that she really hopes that nothing terrible will come of him. But it's been a couple of days now that since Isaac and the guards took him away, and she's very worried, and she's praying for his well-being and release.
I'll just say to her, I've seen him.
You've seen my son? Where is he? Is he at the burgomaster? Is he okay?
He's in chains.
He's a terrible and cruel man, Vargas. He's a terrible and cruel man. And she starts to break down, and she...
Shh. Don't let him know that we're talking about this.
She starts wailing. Okay, pause.
Awkward.
Let's go over to the team on the right, talking to Milovic, which at the moment is just Wolfrel.
So as I approach him,
Where are you here? What are you doing? Where have you snuck off?
I was there. I'm so confused. My token was there. Where am I now?
Are you underneath somebody?
That's what I'm just checking.
Check Vasily.
You were there before.
No ear underneath. Okay.
How strange. You've just disappeared.
Yeah.
That's
Is that
so
part
weird.
of the plot?
There you go.
Ear suddenly disappears.
Wait, there I am.
Back. That is the power that I have.
Where was
I? Don't know where you went. Okay, so you guys are outside then, talking to Milovic. Yep, I've just moved both of you out. Starfire, what are you doing?
I've just been listening into the conversation with Father Lucian.
And Irina. Yeah, okay.
And Irina.
Sweet. Ia, Wolfrel, what are you ladies doing? Milovic goes, he's standing there, and let me just... Can
I see
No, we can't see you, Sandy.
No, I can't see you, Sandy.
So that's what Milovic looks like.
Wow, that's loud.
It sounds like someone's pissing, eh?
He's
Dad, did you just take a piss?
What?
Just go
No,
to
I
the
just
toilet.
got a water out of the fridge, mate.
Sounded like you just
totally knew what you
got
did.
to mute
It sounded like you were good.
So in the Skype chat, you'll see a picture of Milovic. He's standing there. He's holding a shovel, and he's got quite strong arms. And he's like holding his shovel. He goes, "Yeah, what would I be able to help you with?"
What's up? So how's life been? What have you been up to, mate? How you doing?
I'm doing well. What sort of creature are you? What is under this hood?
I'm an interesting creature. You don't want to under the hood. Too young. So who's your best friend? Do you have a best friend? What are you up to?
I do not understand. I work here for Father Lucian. I've been here all my life. I have my...
Do you have friends, though?
My friends are my brothers and sisters, and he indicates, and you can see just to the north there, you can see a number of children stacking that cart. You may or may not be able to see it. I hope that you can. There's a cart there that the children are stacking with wood.
But they.
Right.
I'll ask him, tell him that we're helping Father Lucian look for something, and ask him if he knows anything about that.
He goes, oh no, he looks quite rigid now. He's gone a little white, and he goes, no, I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I've got to help with the wood.
I grab his arm and I go, no, it's okay. You don't need to help at the moment. They've got it. We'll help them. Don't
Give me
worry
a
about it.
persuasion or an intimidation check. Which way are you going?
I'm gonna go intimidation.
Because your persuasion's crap.
Oh my god! Like he obviously, you do the Lucifer, flash the eyes thing.
Yeah.
He basically.
What's your darkest?
Duck the shovel.
He starts shaking as you, and he basically goes weak at the knees, and he sort of tries to move away from you, but at the same time he goes, I just wanted to make sure that we're all going to be safe. I don't have much money, but he gave me some money, and I dug up the bones. That is true. It's true.
Where did you take them?
He paid me some gold pieces to bring them to his to Henrik van der Voort. He's the local coffin maker. I used the money to help feed my sisters and brothers.
So who asked you to do it? Who paid you?
Henrik van der Voort, the coffin maker. He paid me.
Okay. Why do you need the gold? What, is the father not feeding you?
No. I'm very sorry. I've just realised that yes, the father told the altar boy. The altar boy's name was Jeska. Sorry, I mucked that up early. You were right, Maria.
Oh,
so yes,
Jeska.
Jeska was the child that was scared. Milovic now says that Jeska told him about the bones, and he admits that he then told that to Henrik van der Voort, the coffin maker, who offered him money to steal the bones and bring them to his coffin shop. He now basically says that he's used the money he needed to feed his younger sisters and brothers.
How much gold did he get for it?
He goes, oh, I have some left. I have some left.
No, we don't want your gold. We want. Are you okay? Is the father not feeding you?
Oh no, Father, we have plenty of food here. I just, sometimes we cannot buy everything but look, he gave me 20 gold pieces. I still have them here. The children, we are all. Father Lucian is a good father. We are not hungry. I was going to. I don't know what I just. It's gold. I just take it. It's easy. I just dig the bones up. I didn't think it would be much of a problem.
Can you take us to the place where you took the bones?
He looks even more scared. He goes, I have to ask Father Lucien if I can show you. I do not want to. Henrik is a very big man. I don't want to. He's bigger than me. I don't want to. Can you, Father Lucien will tell you.
You don't have to confront him. We just want you to show us exactly where.
Okay. He's not far from here. Well, it's far from here. You know where the stockyards are on the east part of town, yeah?
No, I think we want you to show us.
Okay, who's Wolfril, you're going to give me a persuasion or intimidation?
I'll go a persuasion, I think.
He goes, okay. He goes, I must confess to Father Lucien. I am so sorry, but I will confess, and if he says it is okay for me to show you, I will go. So he runs inside, and Father Lucien, he have a conversation. It's a quick conversation. Father Lucien looks quite stroppy, and he basically directs Milovish to immediately take you to the coffin shop. Father Lucien turns to you, Starfire, and Irina, and he says, "This is good. I will deal with Milovish. He's a stupid boy. But Henrik van der Voort is the coffin maker. Milovish will take you to him."
Sorry, Dunk. Hey, while this is happening, because the whole time Fisk and I have been chatting, we've been really watching this conversation.
Yep.
And we're kind of watching the body language and stuff and seeing those two starting to move, right? As if they're going to go and have this chat somewhere else. Is there any chance that I can say to this woman that's here, I'm just going to try and have a little bit of a conversation with her and just say, do you want my help?
Get me my son back, please. I'll give you anything to have my son back safe and sound.
I'll show you what I can do. And first, I'm going to cast invisibility right now, hopefully. And touch you with it.
Okay, Fisk, you go invisible.
Okay, first, and now's your
Blink.
chance to kind of wander after these two. And I'm just going to stay with her and say, I've seen your son. If you want my help, you need to tell me everything.
Okay, so as soon as Fisk goes invisible, so she was saying, get my son, and then you say, I can do things, and then suddenly Fisk disappears. She runs screaming from you out of the church. So she's starting to run screaming hysterically.
Oh, good.
Not how I saw it playing out, but anyway. Anyway, Fisk, that's your cue, man. You can go after...
So you turn around, Irina, Starfire, and Father Lucien, who is still in the church, turn around as the Wilmina runs crazily screaming out of the church, having
God.
seen perhaps the Devil Strahd himself just completely remove somebody from the realm.
You have a way with women.
Nice techniques there.
She obviously doesn't like excitement. It's pretty boring.
No.
That's great. Okay, Fisk, you're invisible. Is there anything you want to do at this particular point, or are all of you now following Milovish to the coffin maker's shop?
We're all going to the coffin makers.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone loves a good
let
coffin
me-
maker's shop.
Let's give him some business.
It's kind
So
of
just
like...
help-
what I was kind of going for there was like a... hopefully Fisk and I were kind of watching as those two were walking away, and maybe he could overhear some of the conversation that was going on, or...
You're dealing with Fisk there. Just give me 2 seconds. I just need to quickly look at something.
Fisk, that's all in your hands then, my man.
As you're walking back, assume you guys are on the map. You can see the party token. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Milovish is leading you through town. Starting to get a little bit darker. The rain is sort of coming. Takes you through past the blue water inn to those crossroads that Vasily was talking about. I'm sure you can see that. Can you actually see the icon on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is good. All right, cool. And then he takes you down to here and down basically to here. As you're going on this journey, Cage is having a sort of having just cast invisibility. It brings back something that you recall from the night before, Cage. You're not sure whether
The dream that didn't dream.
Not sure whether it was a dream or not, but you were standing over Fisk's body. He was dead. There was a stake through his heart.
Sorry, whose heart?
Mine.
Fisk can't be dead.
This is what happens, Maria, when you're off doing something else, and you've zoned back into the game and you find the entire party's dead.
I'm sorry. It's just about this work thing.
No,
I've
that's
just got to do these emails. Sorry.
And so you remember looking down, you see Fisk absolutely dead, a stake through his heart, blood everywhere. You reach down, and this black, dark tendril energy flows from your hands into Fisk's chest, in through the stake. The stake itself begins to rot. The wood crumbles away, leaving a hole in his chest, which then turns to sort of a gangrenous sort of thing, but suddenly closes over. And then all of a sudden, Fisk is brought back to life through your power. And at that point, as Fisk's eyes open and he sits up straight, he grabs your hand and says, "Thank you." And then that's the last you remember of this weird vision or dream that you had last night.
Oh my god.
Definitely having a few of these pretty hectic spiritual connections with the darkness.
Okay. As you approach the Coffin Maker's shop, Milovich points to it and turns and literally runs away. And here we are at the Coffin Maker's shop.
Well, at least we know he didn't get there before us and tip the guy off.
Staffa?
Yeah.
Fisk of the first cabin.
Dun-dun.
Cage the maid.
Fisk of the first cabin. That's so cool.
Fro.
Gotta have a title.
I know. It's really good. Better than Protector of Stuff.
And hopefully you are now all not necessarily standing that close, but essentially you are now at the Coffin Maker's shop. It is now coming up to lunchtime. Some of you are now getting hungry. But this uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment.
Ooh. Okay. Is the door open or closed? Sorry.
It's closed.
Sorry, you go.
I was going to ask, is it a freestanding building? Like, could there be a back door?
Yeah, absolutely. It's freestanding.
How far are we away from the door?
You can be any. I've just placed you on the map, so if you just refer to, you've got the stockyards. You could be in the stockyards looking at it. You could be,
well within 30 feet.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast Mage Hand and slowly try and open the door, see if it starts to move. Just test it.
Okay, it doesn't seem to
See
move.
if it's open. Okay, cool. Alright guys, well it's locked, so let's go for a walk.
We check for a back door.
I'm at the back door.
Happy going to the front door though. We do have a rogue with us who can pick the lock.
No, he's around at the back door.
Oh, you've already gone that way. Fucker. I was like, how much fun would it be to just go through the front? I'll wait out the front for you guys in case anybody comes out the front.
I'll check the back door, see if it's locked.
Okay, it is locked.
I will try to pick the lock.
Okay, give me a skill check.
Is there anyone watching while he's doing this? Can we kind of block anyone's view while he's doing
Oh,
it?
look, there's the way no one's really paying much attention to you. The way that this is, the coffin shop faces onto that sort of big open area where the horses and carts, you know, that sort of what did I call it? Stockyard type area where, you know, it's lots of loading and unloading of goods is occurring and that sort of stuff. So everyone seems quite busy. There's not a great big crowd. It's drizzly. It's a little bit foggy or misty. You know, it is raining, so people aren't sort of out, you know, doing their thing. Yeah, I just need you to do a thieves.
Yeah.
Do you need me to help you with that? Are you good to go? Or you just
I'm trying.
Just keep clicking the same thing. Just letting you know.
Just letting you know.
I heard 5-star jumps helps.
So basically,
might
you
be a
should do a
rumor.
sleight of hand dex check, and I just rolled one for you, and you got 16, but you can roll your own if you want.
Yeah, I was trying to do Thieves Tool, but it won't actually
Yeah, no,
action it.
Thieves Tools is just the.
Well, it brings it all up.
Does it?
Tries to do it. Yeah, in Beyond 20, but
Okay, well you got to.
because I read where it
Yeah,
links it.
you don't.
But
You
anyway.
sort of juggle around. You're a little bit nervous about being sort of in. I mean, when I say it's daylight, it's certainly daylight, but it's dim. It's behind the clouds. It's like a. For those of you who've ever been to Toowoomba, it's like a foggy, cloudy, wet Toowoomba day. That's pretty much how I grew up. So. Everyone good to go to 10:30?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maddie, you allowed to stay up to 10:30?
I've given a special permission tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a good dad, aren't you?
Yeah. I am.
Irina is
Oh.
Irina is now with you, Wolfel. She's following you.
Okay. Stick with me, Irina.
I will stick with you. You seem the most sensible of this lot. Plus, you are not some strange creature as well. Yes, you might be an elf, but I have seen elves here.
Yeah, we elves, we're like good people.
Yes, your people bore the brunt of Strath's wrath for the death of Petrina, his beloved. Yasmir carries the scars today. His ears gone, and she makes snipping like towards your elfish ears. Okay, what are you guys doing?
Okay. Let's go. Are we in yet?
No.
Enter.
Pick,
I'm going to
fail.
kick the door down.
Okay, what are you guys doing? So at this moment, I've got the party split in 3 areas: cage, starfire, and ear. What could possibly
I'm just gonna
Okay,
hang
well-
out.
possibly go wrong with that?
I'm going to bang on the front door and just call out and see if anybody's home. Just be really loud.
Closed. Go away.
Oh,
Just start yelling. I need help! I need help! I need help! Let me in!
Go away! Leave me alone!
Please, sir, we need help!
Go to the town square! Go away!
There's no, please, just let us in! Someone's chasing us! Let us in!
Go away! Go away!
Oh, damn it, didn't
yeah.
work.
I'm going to look at Ear and go, yeah, he's not going to cooperate, is he?
He's a bit of a dick, isn't he?
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to do the girl thing, you know? And that's kick in the door. So I'll try.
To set fire to the door. But...
Well, no, I'm just... I don't know if 12 gets very far. Yeah, I might have to get you to roll.
As you thump your shoulder up against the door to try and break it down, you realise that he's also sort of boarded the door up a little bit, or got something against it, and you bounce off it, basically. And he yells out, "Go away, I said, go away!"
Duncan, where I'm standing there, is that a window?
I'm sure it is, but it's boarded up. Everything's boarded up.
If I'm kind of walking around, I'm just trying to... Oh, everything's boarded up.
Everything's boarded up.
Copy.
All of the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment. Except for the cows and the shit.
And there's no flames around the house within 60 feet?
Give me a
Can't see any
perception
little
check.
fires
Give me a
burning or
perception
anything.
check. Yeah, nah. You can smell smoke though. Ear
God,
bounces
I wish I
off
had
the
22.
door as well.
All good.
Go away, I said, leave me alone. How did you get in there, Cage? What are you doing?
Okay, so through the door, I'm just going to yell at him. I know exactly who you are, and I know exactly what your problem is. Let me in, dude, and I'll help you. And I'm going to cast a persuasion check.
Cast persuasion check.
Oh, I cast persuasion? I don't know.
You're just gonna do persuasion. Okay, give me a persuasion.
Sorry.
Be persuading.
Yeah.
Hey, if he didn't
Not
come and help...
persuading.
Fuck off! I've said before,
Females.
go away. Now fuck off and leave me alone.
Oh, now that's
Didn't
just
go
not
fine.
being polite at all. At all.
Should I set fire to his door?
Yes.
No, I've just hit it again. I'm just smacking that door with all my strength, Dunk.
Right.
As a dragonborn,
Dragonborn,
I'm putting my
you
tail into
are
it as well.
getting
Yep.
it all sorted.
Yeah, 22.
Give me. Whoa. I wanted to zoom, but then like I've zoomed. There's zoom and then there's
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, you're strong.
I've put my tail into it this time.
Go, Starfire.
Ah, wait. That's wrong. Ah!
As I fall to the floor.
Boom. Okay.
We're
You're
in.
in.
You're a
Stumbles
legend.
onto the floor. Look at that.
I'm following you straight in there.
You have a round of surprise if you
Okay.
need it. As you come in, basically, you see that this seems to be a workshop. It's got everything a carpenter would need to make coffins and furniture. And there are sort of 3 sturdy workbenches stretching the length of the west wall, and standing up against the wall is an old man looking very much like this. That's not going to help you, but let me copy that and throw that into Skype chat for you.
Duncan,
Because I just
can
know
I
how
just
much
have-
Ia loves checking out the local talent. That's not him. That's old mate.
Can I-
just wait? Don't get too excited, Ia. Let me just copy this image.
God damn it.
Copy this one.
He's 80.
Here we go.
He's 80, yeah.
Got to broaden your taste. Something a little bit older with a beard.
Ooh, he looks like Santa on meth.
Santa on meth is standing there, and he is absolutely petrified. And he's standing there, and he goes, "My door, you've broken my door."
Starfire and I strut in like bad bitches.
Except
right
I'm not
behind you.
looking as bad as you.
And just look at him and goes, "Where's the bones?" As if he was like retarded. Like,
Give me
where's the
I
bones?
think that's intimidation. You're going with intimidation there, Maddie.
Yeah, I rolled for intimidation and didn't do so well, so I'm not so great at that.
I want to back you up as well, Maddie. Just when you've done yours, I want to.
Ooh. He basically drops to his knees and he goes, oh, the vampires forced me to steal the bones. The vampires forced me to steal the bones. The bones are upstairs in my bedroom wardrobe. But
go get them.
No, there's a nest of vampires up there. I haven't been up there for days. I've been sleeping down here.
A nest.
Oh, cool.
I just cast prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Sorry, I'm so tired.
That's okay.
Week. And I'm just casting a illusionary image, which is a knife in a hand shooting forwards towards this dude, I'm saying, go get the bones.
That's mean. There's a nest of vampires up there, Cage. You can't expect
I want to see
him
what
to
happens. Do you think he's really telling the truth, or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I reckon Strab's guarding them.
I just want to look at him and go, "You weak piece of human
collapses.
shit," and then just walk past.
He collapses back onto that table. It knocks over. He falls down, hits his head on the side of the other table, and is bleeding from it now.
Oh,
smokes!
You big meanies! I'm going to go and try and stop the bleeding.
Democracy is over. I mean, diplomacy.
Well,
so
I'm supposed to be a nice dragon. I'm going to go to the back door and let the others in after I try to stop the bleeding. So we can get the team together because we need to go fight a nest of vampires.
I only rolled 7 for medicine, so I ain't helping him.
Yeah, hang on, I haven't rolled yet. That's right, I need to roll. I'm hoping I can help him, she says. If it rolls. No, still not. Sorry, I'm having some weird D&D Beyond issues. I can't seem to roll for medicine, Dunk. It doesn't want to let me.
You guys do remember 2 seconds ago this guy was telling us to fuck off and didn't want to help us.
Probably scared though, to be fair.
Okay.
Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, I'll roll medicine. Here we go.
So
Boom.
you did a 4 medicine. Basically,
not so great.
He's clutching his head, he's bleeding. You go down to try and help him. He screams in more pain and now starts to shuffle underneath the bench, sobbing, bleeding worse from your attempts at fixing him.
I'm going to go and open the back door for the others.
In fact, between the 3 of you, he's almost dead.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to go find Wolfroll. Where's the back door?
Yeah.
So he is now underneath there, whimpering and bleeding out of his head.
I'm just going to whisper, I'm going to say, don't worry, he likes eating.
Going on in there?
I'm trying to find the back door. Is this up here?
Yep, so there's a door there. What are you doing?
Okay, I open it up.
What are you doing?
I'm front to the back to let the others in.
Did you ask whether you could go through the door? How'd you get through the door? You just like magic through the door.
Doesn't look good through there, by the way.
I'm just like pushing.
That's a bad scene.
Hang on, let me do another strength thing. I'm just going to keep going.
So what are you going to do? So tell me what you...
Maybe we should go shopping, Irene.
I'm going to let the others in.
So you're going to open the door that's there near that table, just here, where you are. Right?
Yeah, this one. This one.
Opens inwards.
Cool. I run looking for the exit so that I can let
Where's
them in.
Irina?
Irina's out there with Wolfrill and Fisk. Okay, so as you enter
give her a break.
and run through, you realise that there are quite a number of coffins laid out amongst this space. As you get to the back door,
He is a coffin maker.
you are able to unlock it, and you see a surprised Fisk jumping back as the door is opened in front of his face. Although, Fisk, aren't you invisible still?
I'm not sure how long that lasts for, so
I think
it could
it's an
well
hour.
be invisible.
1 hour.
So unless you've
Yep.
chosen to become uninvisible,
No, I
then
haven't.
Starfire opens the door and looks out and doesn't see Fisk.
And
But I
push my way.
see Wolfroy. Oh, I feel this small body move past.
You feel a waft.
Okay,
Give it
I'm
a
just
pat
gonna
on
yell
the
out
head.
then. Wait,
Oh,
let's
so
clear
we've
the room.
been
and
standing
let
here watching
Fisk
the
open these
invisible
coffins.
rogue pick the lock.
I'm just going to.
Fisk, you're invisible. We
It's a
might as
good
well
thing we
clear out.
didn't try
You
to
should
kick
open
the
It's
these
door
putting a
down
coffins.
little
through
icon
him.
on you to remind me that you're invisible there. Fisky.
Mhm.
All right, Irina. She steps forward in as well and is sort of looking around at the coffins uneasily, and she draws her sword.
Alrighty, so who is ready to go
Hang on,
to
hang
a
on.
vampire
Going on.
nest?
Let's.
I don't think we fight.
Hang on,
What's
hang on.
happening in here, Starfire?
Irina does this.
What does she do?
Draws a sword.
Okay,
Go,
that's fine.
Irina.
Nice props.
There you go. We're all about the props.
It's like
There's always someone on the internet who's got a sword who kills someone. and
And
they
there's
lock
a
him
murder
up.
in Brisbane.
Duncan's
I
Yeah,
know who it is.
someone
Murder
with a
by sword.
crossbow in Logan or at the south or somewhere like that.
Murder in Morningside. We know who it is.
Hey,
Oh, dear.
Can I tell you something I'm quite proud of? So there was a little post which was change like a Star Wars quote and replace one word with sausage. And so mine was, "There's always a bigger sausage." I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch Star Wars, but it's when Qui-Gon Jinn's riding through on the Phantom Menace, and they're under the water, and yeah. Anyway, I thought it was funny, so that's good. All right.
okay. So
What's going
So
on?
Ia, what are you
Starfire?
doing? Because I've still got you back there with the old guy. You just like doing some sort of weird medicine with him now because he's cute and old and hairy, or what's going on?
I'm just chilling with him. I'm just chatting while he does stuff. I'm looking on his benches to seeing if he's got any rags so I can pass him some rags to, patch up his head.
So there certainly are some rags there, and he's quite uneasy. And he says to you, "The bones are they're hidden in my wardrobe, but those things they'll be careful."
Hand him the rag. I go, here, take this, put it around your head and leave.
He shuffles out and he goes, "Where shall I go? Shall I
Somewhere
go to the
safe,
Burgomaster? Shall I tell the Burgomaster?"
maybe.
Yes, I'll tell the
Yes.
go
Burgomaster.
to the church. Go to
Go
the
to
church.
go to the church. Bye.
Hang on.
Santa.
He comes back in. Hang on, the church or the Burgomaster?
The church.
Should I go back to the church?
Go to the church and tell Father Lucian what's happening.
Ah, but Father Lucian might not be happy that I paid, but they made me.
He knows.
They
He
came and
knows.
the vampire
knows.
made me take and Milovish, silly
He knows.
boy.
The
He knows?
father knows. He knows. Just go and tell him what's happening so he can get help.
He disappears, bleeding. Blood drops.
Bye, Santa.
A trail of blood essentially is, followed him from the whack in the head that you guys gave him.
Can I just go, like, to the 4 that are surrounding me and just say, do you guys think that everyone might be vampires here?
It's crossed my mind. Shall we open one of these boxes? Do we know
Oh,
where the
well,
bones are?
I'll update you and I'll just say he said the bones were upstairs in his closet. So we're still downstairs, right, Dunk?
You sure are.
Why
so
did my
if,
token disappear
And it's
again?
morning.
Don't worry, I did that deliberately.
Okay.
and there's so the nest of vampires is supposed to be upstairs.
And
With
it's
the bones.
it's sunny still right now, eh?
So there's
Yeah,
no
but-
signs of movement from any of these caskets.
Let's go upstairs and open all those windows.
Well, upstairs is a
And-
nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but vampires
The trail
can't
of
handle
blood.
sunlight.
No.
But you have to go into the nice dark room to open the windows, right?
Hold on. Yeah, but isn't that like
May-
kind of just
Can we
Maybe
open
what
the
we
windows
should
down
do-
here
Fire
before we
there.
go up so that
Yeah.
it's nice and light when we come down?
Yeah.
But also, maybe what we should do is go back outside and throw shit up on the top up windows to see if we can break those windows to get some light through.
Do you want me to just burn this house down?
Well, we
the
need to
bones in
recover
it.
the bones.
The bones.
We kind of need the bones.
Maybe not just yet.
Actually,
Two.
Ia, you're a tiefling, aren't you? And you've got fire. Do you have fire resistance?
I might do. Let me check.
Because the vamps won't have fire resistance. It might be worth, like Kate said,
Yes.
setting it on fire
I
if
do
you
have
can steal the
fire
bones.
resistance.
Will the vamps leave the nest if it's on fire?
Right.
Will the bones burn
I don't
though?
know.
Yeah, it's that
They
whole grabbing the bones before it's too late. That's the only problem, isn't it?
Okay, well, let's say I come and stand. We're all yeah. You're in the room. We're all having a chat, right? We're all together.
Mm.
Okay. So let's say I stand at the bottom of the stairway. You creep up. You give me the signal, and as soon as you're ready, I just start spraying a roaring flame 30 feet long and 5 feet wide and spraying it round in the direction of the walls. Each creature that's in
Hang on, is that what you're actually doing?
But what if the bones aren't where
Well,
he
this is what I'm
said
talking
and we
about, Dylan.
can't grab them quickly enough?
You just talk. Hang on.
Yeah,
sorry,
we're talking.
Cage. Talking about
talking,
setting
not
fire
doing.
to the building. Yeah.
We're talking about
So
setting
Ia,
fire to
you're
the
not there. You're still there in the other room, correct?
No,
Yeah.
I moved.
And I'm
She-
cancelling
yeah, we're-
maybe not.
We're all together, standing by the doorway where the sun's radiating in through the doorway.
I think we
we're
should
all
get
just
the
having a chat
bones
about
and maybe
it.
burn it down as we leave
Yeah.
behind
we
us.
have
Okay.
to get the bones.
All right.
What about? Can
Right,
we do
well-
old invisible midget? Can he sneak upstairs,
Mage hand.
have a little bit of a peeky, and then come back down and report back?
He
Maybe
possibly
Mage hand could
but,
grab the bones.
vampires don't
Why-
really care that you're invisible because they can just see you anyway. So
Okay. Well, why
Kinda
don't
like
I
him.
stand at?
I don't really care.
Why
I just
don't I
wanted
s-
you to go up there.
I could fire
Where's
moonbeam
the-
into the room.
Where's the stairwell?
Moonbeam's a good idea.
Where's the
Yes.
stairwell?
I'll just project it so you can see what it does.
Okay.
If I can remember how.
Where's the stairwell?
Oh,
so we all know.
I didn't actually
Is it-
cast it. I thought I was just projecting it.
No, that's fine.
Okay. We can
Display. Sorry.
Silver beam of power light, blah blah blah.
That sounds like a pretty sweet spell, eh?
But the thing is, it's sun that we need, right? So that would give us light. But it
Oh,
won't
you're the
actually
sun
hurt the
one.
vampires. I'm the sun monk.
Can
But
I?
I can't do cool
can-
stuff.
Can anyone tell me where the stairs actually are?
No, we can see what you can see.
We need to have a look around and just identify the stairs first.
Okay. Well, what say we find out where the stairs are, right? And then I stand at the entrance to the stairs. First, you're still invisible, so we really should move fast because you've got an hour. And that time is rapidly chewing up. And dude, you just like run in, grab those bones, and I don't know whether you want to cast Moonbeam, but we just get in, you guys run out, and as you're running out, I throw down some pretty hectic flames and try and burn this whole thing down. And then we just run and get out of here. That's my idea.
I was still thinking, in case that goes wrong, we should take the shutters off the windows down here. So if we run downstairs, we've got a lit room instead of a dark room.
Did we already do that? Did we take the shutters off already?
I thought you
We
guys
didn't
talk
did
about-
say that you were going to take the shutters off.
Oh, good.
Okay, so what was the
I'm
reason
gonna
we
go for a
couldn't
walk
use
outside.
Mage
and I'm
Hand?
just gonna see if I can find any of these stairs, which I can't see anywhere.
Okay. So you do know that there's other doors down here. Yeah, you can see that, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I can. Yep.
Yep. The one with the 10 vampires on the
So
other
it's
side of
started
it
to
in the
rain
dark.
now a little bit too. So
Oh, it's gotten cloudy.
well, it's
Oh,
been cloudy all the time.
bugger.
At no point ever
That's
has
actually
it?
a
Okay.
couple of
It's a
days that you've
foreshadow
been here have
of,
you ever seen blue sky?
tragedy, by the way.
Ah, that's a really good point.
Classic
Dunk.
American film convention of foreshadowing tragedy, by the way.
Dunk, I'm going to just check those doors. If I can find the stairway upstairs.
So the doors are unlocked. Which one are you going to undo?
I have Mage Hand, so you don't have to go and touch them, just so you know.
Okay,
So
do you want to...
the left one or the right one? There's only two that aren't undone.
The one I'm
Whichever
standing
one.
in front of.
Right, I
This
cast.
one.
Okay, in this room, you see what appears to be a table with 4 chairs in one corner. A lantern hanging from a chain directly above it. 2 well-made cabinets stand against the east wall.
Should
Okay.
we open the
There's
cabinets?
another door. There's another
Yeah,
door.
search the
No
cabinets.
stairs.
I want to
There's
search the
another door
cabinets.
just to the east.
Okay, we'll search the cabinets then first to make sure that the bones just don't happen to be in there.
So there
If
seems
I
to
can
be
get-
this seems to be almost like an office where perhaps the bereaved would be taken into and
Right.
allowed to discuss arrangements for the funeral. So there are papers, there are sort of certificates of death, there are some minor things, but it also seems to have served as sort of maybe a lunchroom or something like that as well. You don't
Okay.
find anything of any particular value unless you're into sort of coffin-y shit,
Okay,
Here,
so maybe
here,
this
being
other
a dark
door.
tiefling. Hey,
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe
Golf phase.
who's
this
going to
other
open
door
it?
might be a door to the stair. Can we use
Here, are
Mage
you
Hand?
opening it?
We can
Stand
use
back.
Mage
I can
Hand.
use Mage Hand,
Open it.
so you know. I've got 30 feet that we can all be standing back from a door.
Oh,
Okay.
great idea.
And
Alright.
the fuck back.
So that is approximately... We can all be standing like way up here.
Where
Ah, we
Fisk
don't
is in
need
the
to.
corner invisibly.
Yeah.
I'm just
Jeez,
gonna move out
what,
to the corner.
what's that I've backed into?
Fisk
Okay,
is in
sweet.
survival.
I hope
Right.
that's your sword hilt, or are you just happy to see me?
Cool.
Right.
So I'm just testing the door and we're going to open it and see what happens. Everyone's standing ready for action.
That's the stairs. Okay,
Ah,
we can shut the
well.
door now.
I'm ready to fire a moonbeam or something up those stairs if necessary.
So is Fisk.
Yeah.
Right. So who's going upstairs?
That's the question. Do we need to go upstairs? Can Mage Hand go up the stairs, go into the room, and feel its way around?
Not really. I've got 30... Sorry.
So,
I'm up.
Anyone
you-
going
I've got
into the
30 feet.
If you
stairwell
stood,
itself?
So
if
it's
you
a bit of
stood
a-
here, if you stood near the door, could you cast Mage Hand?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't
suppose.
suggest going near the door because the dungeon master have asked about who's going near the door about like 3 times. So I'm just saying probably booby trapped.
So...
That's why I'm in the furthest fucking corner.
That's because
Ah,
Fisk is a
mate.
good sense of survival.
That's it. Okay.
Fisky, do you want to shoot an arrow through the stairs and see if you can trigger any booby traps?
No.
I could do an earth tremor.
Wasn't
Okay.
really a question. Does that affect us?
Just let me see. Mm,
Because I feel like it might.
within
Okay.
10 feet.
All right.
I could stand at
Okay.
the bottom
Try to-
of the stairs and cast it.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah.
to be a little bit clever about this. So I am again going to cast prestidigitation. And I'm going to create an illusionary image that can fit in my hand. And I'm going to throw it up the stairs. It's going to be like a flaming ball. I'm just going to throw it up the stairs and just see if that has any kind of reaction.
Yeah, so nothing happens. It just goes up and disappears.
Righto.
Okay, do you want to do your earth tremor and we'll all stand away from you?
Can I, before you do that, just say to Irina, what do you think, Irina? You know more about vampires than any of us.
She reaches up and rubs her neck and she goes, yes, that's true. Strata's only visited me at night, so I think it will be safe. And she wanders over to the doorway. And she steps in.
I'll follow her.
She calls
Jesus.
out, she goes, there are 2 doors at the top, one to the left, one to the right. Do you want me to go up and open them? But, you know, you're the ones who got paid to protect me. I don't know.
No, I don't think you should go first.
This is
I
probably
think
a
she
good
should.
idea. She steps back.
Get the bonus.
Can't be on top of each other. She steps over there then. There you go.
Okay.
Who's going
So
up?
do you-
Anyone going up?
Do you want to do something
Okay.
before I go up, Cage?
Did you want to go
I'll
up
just-
or did you want to do the shake, the earth tremor?
Well, if she's already gone up, there's nothing there. If she's
I just
survived
meant
it,
to
right?
scare the vampires.
We got this far.
Do you guys want me to burn this place if shit turns really huge?
Only after we're all out.
Okay,
And the
well,
bones.
I
We've
should.
got the
I'll
bones.
stand by the door. Okay, here. I've just made my way to the front door, and if anything goes wrong, you all run out the door, and I will burn the place down. Cool.
Okay.
Right.
You want me to try to stealth up?
Fisk, do you want to stealth up? Because you've got an awesome shot with nice
I
wooden
just-
arrows.
I just said that.
Yeah. I'm confirming that's good because you've got wooden arrows. So
And- All right.
Yep,
well,
I agree.
I'll wait
Well-
for you to stealth before me if you want to, because I'm not very stealthy. But I can follow you if I hear anything and moonbeam or thunderwave
And-
or do something.
well, I'll
I
come
won't
up because
thunderwave you.
I've got radiant sunbolts that I
Oh,
can throw.
yeah. Okay.
So I can try and do that.
Okay,
God,
Fisk.
I love this game.
Alright, Fisk. Move to the top of the stairs. if that's what you're
Sunbolts.
Yeah, the way of the
That's-
sun.
That sounds like a plan.
I'm hoping that they
doing.
work.
Okay, as you come up to the top of the stairs, you can see that there are 2 doors. One to your left
I'm
and
gonna
one
follow
to the right,
Fisk.
which is one to the west and one to the east. What would you like to do?
I will test the door to the west.
Oh,
Door
that
to the
doesn't
west
work.
is locked.
I'll test the door to the
It
east.
also is locked.
Alright, I will try to pick the lock to the door to the west.
Give me a sleight of hand. So you're invisible and stealthing and picking locks. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good combo, really.
It instantly unpicks and the door is completely loose and can easily be pushed in if you wish.
I push it in.
Uh,
Slowly.
away.
Where's the WD-40?
Ah! Wait, that's wrong. I
Mm.
hate how that happens. Yes, come here. Alright. I've got to really do something with the dynamic lighting to make it easier to open doors. Yeah. Okay. As you open the door, you see basically a kitchen, a square table, some food on it, chairs, and shelves of provisions.
And that's it.
That's it.
I'll scoot over to, is that another door?
It sure is.
And check that door.
It's unlocked.
I'll open it carefully.
This modest bedchamber holds a cot and several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, and a wardrobe.
Fuck, I was lying.
Nothing in there that I can see.
Where's that, sorry?
In the room. The room's empty is what you're saying?
Didn't I just tell
Don't
you?
know.
Do you not hear?
Just describe the room.
Yeah.
Maybe
So you
check
need-
the wardrobe where the bones are.
And hopefully no vampire will be in the closed wardrobe.
Be kind of funny though.
I'll open the wardrobe.
Not wardrobe. Boo.
Roll initiative.
How small is a vampire nest? This guy is a liar.
So you can see that the bookshelf contains a handful of storybooks and carpenter's manuals. The wardrobe holds, sort of average to nice clothes. Some boots and some socks on the bottom of it. Did you want to check through? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll just have a quick check through. If I don't see anything obvious,
give me a
then
perception check.
I'll move.
As you're looking around, you notice that there's a panel underneath where the boots are. So you look at the dimensions of the wardrobe, you can see that there must be some sort of compartment or space underneath the bottom of the wardrobe.
Okay, I'll see if I can open the panel. Carefully check for traps though.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Dun dun dun.
Seems untrapped. It seems not to even be locked. It just seems like the panel lifts up.
Okay, I'll lift the panel up and have a look.
Inside the compartment are two sacks. There's a large one and a small one.
Mhm.
The small one's sitting on top of the large one.
I'll take the sacks.
Okay, lifting the small one up, it clinks and chinks. And it feels like it
Mhm.
contains coins.
Mm-hmm.
Do you open it?
I'll glance at it. No, take them out first though. Take them out of the cupboard.
So the second one, as you pick it up, clanks and clunks and it feels like it contains bones.
I'll open that and have a quick look.
There are bones of a human skeleton.
Whoa. How good of an idea was it to check that wardrobe?
Yeah.
Shh. Right, I'll pocket those and head out.
You doing anything with the small sack?
Yeah, I'm putting it in my pocket.
Oh, so you can't pocket the bones. Like,
Oh, I'll hold them.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
okay,
Yeah.
so you pocket.
I'm not leaving them there. I'll creep back.
Bernard, I'm just sending you a message of what is in the small sack.
He didn't open the small sack.
He being a rules lawyer.
Not yet. He will. We'll make him.
Just saying. I don't think there needs to be secret
you
intelligence when
are you-
he hasn't
hey,
even
are you-
opened the sack.
Are you up here? No. Okay, shut up.
So what are you doing now?
Sapphire
Are you
will
going back down or are
interrogate
you
him.
going through the other door?
I'm going to slip down the stairs quietly and just hand the sack to someone, the bones to someone down here.
As if we don't just fuck off now. We've got the bones. Let's go. I don't
I'm
want to.
checking the other door.
Okay.
Why? Why do you want to fight?
Starfire's at the
an
top.
So Wolfrel, I
of the
assume you've just
stairs.
been standing
Wolfrel,
picket at
here's
the
the
base.
bones.
You feel Fisk move
Yep.
past and you
Mhm.
see a sack floating.
Okay. Hmm.
Why aren't we leaving? We've got the bones. We've got what we need. We don't need to fight a nest of vampires. Let's
Is
go.
this sack
How do we-
being thrust upon me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, then you
go-
can
are you
open
going
it and
back
have
up,
a look.
Fisk?
Yeah, I was going to go back up and check the other room.
Okay, you should.
You find vampires, you're on your own, mate. I'm out.
So I'm still standing at the top of
Hang
the
on.
stairs. So
Aren't you? Didn't you say you just
I'm
went
pretty
up?
keen to burn this
So
place down.
the sack
if
of
you
bones
guys-
floated past you, did it?
yeah, so I just feel this thing move past me on the stairs, move back past. I'm like, okay, it's got to be
So
Fisk.
Fisk, you're back up the top of those stairs. Is that
Yeah.
right? Can you see where you are?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So he's
I
standing
will.
on top of me, effectively.
Are you up the top of the stairs?
Yeah, I've been there for ages because I
I'm at
followed
the bottom
Fisk
of the
up,
stairs.
and I'm at the top.
All right. Well, sorry. Let me move you up.
But I didn't transfer across. No
Yeah,
worries.
no, that's okay because I didn't notice you go up there because I was on the other side. So I'm just going to put you there, Maria. Just one down from
Okay.
there. Okay. Wolfer,
Cool.
I'm happy to
So he's
put
not
you
standing
over
on me.
there as well.
So-
As you're in the
Yeah,
bottom.
I'll move up to the top of the stairs if Maria moves
Yeah. So
into
right
the
now
next
there's an
stage.
invisible Fisk at the top. Fisky, what are you doing?
I've just picked the lock to the east door.
It is much more difficult. There are actually two locks. So the first one was very simple, like just like being back at deep school. The second one was pretty simple as well. Both of them
Yeah.
now are unlocked. Did you want to open the door?
Yeah.
Good sound effects. I like it.
No, I don't have.
I've-
I don't have door opening sound effects. Or do I?
No, it's good. I'm not being. Yeah,
I've got
I'm serious. It's
Arrow
good.
trap.
Oh.
But that didn't occur, so you're okay. Okay,
Okay, I've stepped in.
so the large drafty room is strung with cobwebs and it takes up most of the upper floor you can see. There are stacks of wooden planks lying amid several large crates marked junk.
Junk.
Hmm.
I'll have
Sorry.
a look at one of the junk crates.
Duncan, what time is it now?
It's coming close to lunchtime and Fisk is about to be in about an hour, so he's about to uninvisible.
Good timing.
Not just yet though, Fisk. You are still invisible at the moment. So what do you want to do? You want to open
I'll
that
just
crate?
check one of those. Yeah, carefully check the traps.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand. Oh, investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's not even sealed actually. The lid's loose, so you could easily lift the lid up and have a look inside.
Yeah, which I do.
And the crate is empty.
Empty. Are there? I assume there's 1, 2, 4 other crates exactly the same.
Well, you go up to the end of the room, for you can see 4 there.
Yeah. Well, 5 now.
I miss my cats, Maria.
Oh, I know. It's hard, isn't it?
Okay.
It's like when they're so sooky and they just want to come up for a hug. It's like, oh.
What are you going to do, Fisky?
Oh,
Check
hey, Trouble.
that crate.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see it
Say
is
hello.
also loose. You don't need to roll.
Okay.
Take your last roll for crate investigation. You've mastered checking out.
I've mastered it.
Yep.
I'll slide the top off that.
So you slide the top off. You see packaged
Vampire.
Grass seeds.
inside it
What you doing?
a form dressed in tattered
Ooh.
clothes.
Look, you fucked up, and I told you I wasn't going to be here to save your ass.
And it launches itself
Run!
up.
Oh.
Run!
A vampire
Run to the door.
spawn is like waving its hands around, screaming. It can't
Guys are
see
crazy.
you. I want you to.
Yeah.
I want you to do a dexterity saving throw to see if you get yourself out of its way before its flailing arms hit you.
It's good that it can't see you, though.
God damn, you guys are
Why-
crazy.
Why was this necessary?
Oh, I'm out of here. Run, rabbit, run.
This was just so
Exactly.
unnecessary. Like, we could have left and just left the stupid vampires there.
You take a
please.
step back.
Let me burn the house
Leave
down.
no
And yes,
vampires
you do. You
behind.
realise that Cage's spell has ceased to make you invisible. The last thing you see is another lid thrown asunder.
Starting to open.
Another lid thrown asunder.
Oh.
Another lid thrown asunder.
Uh-oh.
Another lid gets thrown asunder.
You're an idiot.
And another lid gets thrown asunder as these
Why?
vampiric.
Just so unnecessary.
Run, run!
I hear the screaming, right?
And if you all check in the chat, the vistage that faces young Fist. Don't move. I didn't say you could move. What are you doing?
I'm fucking
Did
running.
I say you could run? I said you
He's
move back
moving.
here, and suddenly all these crates come out, and these screaming, mad, vampiric, spawnish-looking, horrid things pop out. And with that, next time
You
we
dead.
play, we all roll initiative.
And Fisk is dead.
I'm outside. How am I supposed to battle these guys
How-
from outside?
Yeah. How are we rolling initiative? We're downstairs.
I'll
I
still,
can just hear.
I'll still get
Retard.
everyone.
I'm at the top of the
Yeah,
stairs.
everyone will still roll initiative, so you can tell me what happens. Because in slow time, Fisk will probably be killed. So
Oh.
Yes.
Aw.
I'm gonna take Irina and we're just gonna start leaving. I'm just gonna be like, I'm done with these dumb bitches. I told you you should have left. I don't
Good
know
team.
why we didn't leave.
Stride
Because
seems
it's
cool. I'm enjoying
Dungeons and
Stride.
Dragons.
And so we like to disturb
there's no
vampires.
dungeons and there's no dragons so far. So well, there's been a dragon born and there's been visions of a dragon, but that's it.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
Cool.
I have to say, really quickly,
Oh.
thank you so much, Dunk, for all your work. You're doing a sick job.
Oh, thanks guys.
Thanks,
That's good.
Dunk.
All right.
Really
It's
appreciate it.
good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.
I have a question though. Do you dream in that accent? Like in that really weird, creepy accent that you do that every character sounds like? Do you dream in that? Is that what happens?
That's
that where-
your Eurotrash accent.
My
Is that where it
Eurotrash.
came from?
It's my Eurotrash accent. Yeah. Look, I'm doing my best. I'm not a voice actor like Critical Role.
I know. But you're doing very well.
Do you dream in
good.
the accent though? I'd be like interested to know.
No,
you
but
guys
I've watched
seen
plenty of
the-
movies with that accent.
Have you guys watched the half an hour episode on YouTube with Vin Diesel on Critical Role?
Yeah, the witch where he plays a witch hunter or something, doesn't he?
How banging is that?
I love him, Diesel.
It is so cool.
Where they're going through the swamp.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Um,
good.
If anyone hasn't watched it, I'll throw it in our group chat. It's well worth a watch. It's so cool. It's only half an
What
hour
is it?
long.
Vin Diesel does D&D or something.
What do they call
I
it?
don't know.
Celebrity D and DDD or something? This Terry Crews does like a 3-hour one as well. It's so cool. So cool.
No, Diesel's good. Cool.
Alright,
Okay, well,
well,
thanks,
this was fun.
everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great
Thank
week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dunk, for all the prep.
Vampires coming our way.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
What a
Duncan, really
cliffhanger.
appreciate your hard work, man.
No worries.
Especially
Yeah.
for Fisk.
Tooth hanger.
Don't worry, I'm just trying to get you back to the landing page.
Tooth banger.
Crap, absolute
Don't
crap.
worry, Fisky. I'm at the top of the stairs and I've got Radiant Sunbolt. I'll be there
I
in
don't
a
know.
flash to help.
I don't know.
I
if
literally don't care about that
I
situation.
don't know if any of you guys have tried to muck around with Roll20, but I paid for the subscription and tried to play around with it. And every map, the amount of time that you can spend on making a map half decent, I can really appreciate how much time Duncan spends on this because it is an absolute fuck around. Anyway, good
Oh.
times. Thanks, Duncan.
Tough.
No worries.
Okay, everyone. Well, have a great week.
Thanks,
Enjoy.
guys. And so,
Cool.
yeah, let's
Bye.
work out when we're playing next. Is it when do we know what your schedule is?
And soon I'll be back to normal week and week. Now the pandemic's over in Queensland, supposedly. But
So you want to do 2 weeks'
Reassuring.
time on Tuesday the 7th of July?
I'm home from any time next Wednesday onwards for 2 weeks. So
Okay, let's do Tuesday 7th of July then, hey?
Cool.
Cool.
we can totally do that. Sounds good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a good one.
day.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.